Okay, this is a Sony Ericsson XPERIA Play, and what you're looking here is actually the home screen. First of all, this is actually a smartphone that gives you the ultimate gaming experience. So of course, being a smartphone, just let me show you some of the new features and user interface for the Sony Ericsson XPERIA phone. What you see is Timescape. If you're familiar with the X10, the Timescape widget is stationary, and what I have here is now a new Timescape widget that you're able to scroll. Okay. If you want to go into Timescape, tap on the top right here. This is actually how the new Timescape application looks like. Okay. Basically, Timescape brings all your communication into one screen, so you can see your Facebook updates, Twitter tweets, etc. from your contacts all into one screen. Of course, by chronological order. So the ones on top are the ones that's most recently updated. So let me get out of here. Back to the home screen. Okay, another cool function is that we have replaced Mediascape with this thing called the Media Pane. So what the Media Pane does is that it helps you have quick access to your music, to your pictures, and video files. For example, let's go to pictures. Okay, it goes to the gallery and shows you all the different folders of pictures that you have. Let's review an image, for example. Okay. 4-inch screen that comes with multi-touch as well, so you're able to do a pinch and zoom of the images. Okay, so now back to the home screen. Another thing I'd like to show you is pinch to overview. So we have 5 home screens, if you see the tabs on the top. Okay, so I have deployed a lot of widgets, which is very unique to Android smartphones. So by pinching the screen, you actually get an overview of all the widgets that you have placed on all your home screen. So for example, if I want to get to the track ID widget, just a tap, it's over here. Let me do it again. So let's say now I go back to Timescape. Just tap it here, it goes back to the center of my home screen. So all your widgets in one screen. Okay, now this is the main part. I'm going to talk about the gaming experience. Okay, turn it over, flip it up, slide out the keypad, and what you get, it automatically launches the XPERIA Play launcher. So because we design it in a way that once you slide out the gamepad, you're really raring to go to play games, and it actually lets you select the list of games I have here.
So these are pre-installed games?
These are pre-installed games. Of course, Asphalt 6 is something that I've installed it separately for this. It's not in your pre-installed list that I shared earlier. You also have a more games tab here that actually brings you to, or it recommends other games that are XPERIA optimized. Of course, you see this top right corner, you have this little Android Market icon. Tap here, it goes to Android Market and filters all the games that are optimized for XPERIA Play. So if you want to download games that can work with the gamepad, click on that. It goes to Android Market for download. Okay, let me fire out Asphalt 6 as one of the games. While it's loading, I'll just bring you and orientate you to the gamepad here. If you're familiar with PS3 or even PSP, it's exactly the same, because this is a PlayStation certified handset, okay, which is a program run by Sony that meets our handset manufacturers like us to guarantee a PlayStation-like console quality gaming experience. So that's why if you look at our gamepads, the buttons are similar to what you see in terms of layout and the button design on a PSP or a PS3. So these two are actually analog touchpad that replaces the analog sticks. Because of a slider design, we can't have something really popping up in terms of hardware. Select and start key is over here, and you also have the left and right shoulder button. And I think while Harold is recording this, you can hear that the sound quality is superb because it comes with 2 stereo speakers at the bottom here. Yeah, that enhances the whole overall gaming experience. Now I'm going to start a free race to show you how good the graphic is. The XPERIA Play is powered by a 1 GHz processor with a separate GPU, which is a Adreno 205. We work with Qualcomm to actually maximize and optimize the power, and it's actually able to process graphics at 60 frames per second. So that ensures you a very immersive gaming experience. Imagine now you're playing any other game other than racing game. If you're playing it on a touchscreen phones, you have virtual keypads. That kind of blocks your view. But you are not.
They plug it to the HDTV and then play on screen.
No, this doesn't have a HDMI out. Yeah. Okay, so let me just start this game. It's a normal race. Okay. And I can actually choose whatever car I have. Okay, I'm going to go with an Audi. Okay, while the game loads.
So the other the new has a HDMI.
Correct.
This one doesn't have.
This one doesn't have. Yeah.
Straightaways and shortcuts to get ahead.
So you can skip the introduction and go straight to the game. Raring to go. So if you want, you can change actually the screen. This is the brake button. You can change the view. Change it back again. Fire up the nitro. Go on top speed. So I overtake one guy. This blue color and yellow color are points that you get to increase the fuel gauge of your nitro. So on the top you see the speed. This is the nitro gauge. So as I press my right shoulder button, it depletes my nitro, but I'm able to go at a very high speed. This will ensure that I catch up with the rest of the cars in the game. You can even do a drift.
So just now you mentioned about the docking station. So
yeah,
when are we expecting such an accessory product to come out?
At the launch there should be some availability, but the docking station that I mentioned, right, will already be so-called in the box. We will bundle it together. So the commercial set that you see when you buy off the shelf of a retailer will actually come with the docking station.
So the docking station, does it come with any like speakers, or it's just a docking station for the USB charging?
It's just a docking station. So talking about the speakers part, if you have like an external speaker, you can actually plug in an auxiliary cable, an auxiliary out cable, right, to actually project the sound on the sound system if that's a requirement. That is possible because there is a 3.5mm audio out port on the Xperia Play.
So what are the camera functions about this dual set?
The Xperia Play comes with a 5 megapixel camera with autofocus and LED. Okay, so maybe let me just getting a bit carried away with the game. So it comes with a 5 megapixel camera with the LED flash. Okay, and the interesting thing is there is actually a check cam as well. Check cam is actually the front-facing video camera that's on a VGA quality. So basically, I understand that Google is planning a Google Talk that has a video call function. So this is actually ready to support that. Of course, if there are other applications, not just G-Talk, I heard that Yahoo, for example, their Yahoo Messenger also might have plans or have already incorporated a video chat function on the app. So this camera will be able to work with all those. Yeah.
So is it also capable of recording video at 720p?
Yes,
I know. Okay.
Yes.
So are we expecting like a 1080p upgrade in the future? Since the graphics processor is so powerful.
And that is, I do not have that visibility at this point in time, but that's very good feedback from you.
Okay. So maybe we can have 1080p very soon. Because currently it's still single core with the supporting GPU.
Correct. Because it's just how we need to optimize the product itself. Because having said that, we have a dual core processor. We have to consider battery life optimization as well. If we have something that is very, very speedy, like a dual core processor, for example, but if the software and the hardware is not optimized, I mean, the user experience is definitely not going to be good. You play games for less than 5 hours, then I don't see any point in that.
Can we take a look at the battery?
Sure. You want me to remove the cover?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, this is the back cover. Just over here there's a little groove. Flick it out. This is the battery. It's actually 1500 milliamp. Yeah. This is the SIM card slot, and you have a slot for your micro SD. So it's important to have it comes with an 8GB micro SD card when we launch it, but it's good to invest in something bigger because most of the games, what you do is when you download from the Android market, what you do is you just download the main game launcher. So once you launch the game or install the game, they will prompt you to download the intensive files, like for example the graphics and the sounds, right, from the internet. So normally what the game developer configure is that they'll ask you to connect to the Wi-Fi so you don't incur heavy data charges. Get on the Wi-Fi, click on download, and once the rest of the game content are downloaded, it will be stored on the SD card and you're ready to go.